Hey, Free Spirit Beaders. This is Kristen Fagan here with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading on the Softflex Company YouTube channel. How is everybody today? Oh, it sounds like my husband just walked in. I'm just getting on live right now. Good afternoon, Robin. I was kind of waiting, that's why I went on a minute or so late. I was waiting for him to come in the door. So today we're going to be working on a Y bead necklace. And a Y bead necklace is a necklace that kind of comes down to a point and then has a dangle. And we're going to make an extra long one, but you can make them all different lengths. Since I'm going to be using our whimsical bead strand, which has larger beads, I felt like the longer length really worked well in this case. Today is February 24th. Happy to be back. I missed you guys last week. And what deals do we have going on at softflexcompany.com today? We are doing a winter clearance sale. And what that means is we went through our components section specifically, and we put a bunch of stuff into the closeout section. So everything is marked 30% off in the closeout, or up to 30% off, I should say. For the most part, everything is kind of 30% off. I think there might be a few things that it might be a little bit less, but up to 30% off. We moved them into closeout, and we did that because we really wanted to give our component section a little bit of an overhaul. So we wanted to clear out some items and then be thoughtful about bringing in some really fun new stuff for you guys to design with. So right now, up until tomorrow, February 25th, 2020 at midnight, you can use the coupon code WINTER, W-I-N-T-E-R, and that'll give you an extra 10% off of the already discounted closeout prices. That also applies to anything in our outlet shop. So if you check out our outlet shop, we have some jump rings and we have some beading wire, some Econoflex beading wire in there. Those will also get an extra 10% off with the coupon code WINTER. Yeah, pretty great deals in there. Now that applies for retail purchases only. If you are a designer and you get designer discounts, you can still shop our closeout section. You'll just get your designer discounts on top of the closeout sale. So still a really awesome sale going on there. All right, so a couple of things I'm going to be using today is some head pins, which we've got a bunch of head pins now in the closeout section, and some jump rings. We've got a bunch of jump rings, so clasps, all sorts of stuff that you just have to have on hand. Some ear wires. I'll be using ear wires that are in our closeout section right now. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get started. Let me turn you guys down to the beading table. So tools I've got here are a pair of round nose pliers. I have 2 pairs of chain nose pliers, which are the flat tapered kind. I'll be using these to open and close jump rings. You can also use a chain nose and a flat nose, or a chain nose and a bent nose. But I'll be using 2 chain nose. And then I have a pair of cutters. And since I'm going to be cutting wire and chain, any of your bead nippers should do. I am using this curb chain. It is about 3 millimeters in size. I picked this up at my local craft and hobby store, and it's not something that we sell at Softflex Company, but you can get a curb chain a lot of different places. I have right here 28 inches that we'll be using. Hi, Carrie, good morning. 28 inches of this curb chain, and then you'll need an additional 2 inches for your dangle. So a total of 30 inches of the chain. I'm using head pins. These are about 22 gauge. You can also use 24 gauge, and these are 2 inches in length. I wouldn't go any smaller than this. You can go larger, but I wouldn't go any smaller because you do need to have the length to make your dangles. Hi, Lee. Welcome. How many head pins did I end up using? I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. You'll need about 10. I actually think I used 9, but they probably, if they come in packs of 10 or something, you could use that. And then I've got jump rings. I'm using 6mm jump rings. And again, I'm gonna use about 10. So if you have 10 jump rings, 10 head pins, you should be good. And for my beads, I am using these really awesome, fun beads. I just love this tanzanite color. This is from our exclusive whimsical bead strand from Jesse James Beads. You can find them at softflexcompany.com. Jesse James Beads makes these bead strands up for us exclusively. We are actually sold out of the bead strand, I think, at this time, but you can still get the whimsical kit. We have a design kit that we put out called the Whimsical Design Kit, and this bead strand is a complement to that design kit. We still have a few of the kits left. If you've never seen our design kits before, they are a wonderful mix we put out at the end of every month. We have a new theme, and you get beads, you get findings, you get all sorts of good stuff to create quite a few pieces of jewelry. And they do sell out rather quickly. We are bumping up our numbers, and we did bump up our numbers for how many we make during this whimsical, beadtastical design kit. So we have a few extra, and we decided to do that because they kept selling out so fast within a week or so, and there were a lot of people that were disappointed they couldn't grab one, that we wanted to kind of bump those numbers up and give you guys a chance to all participate if you want to. So we do have a handful of those left. And speaking about the design kit, we have a video this week on Wednesday where Sarah will be unveiling the whimsical beadtastical design kit, because it's a mystery until we unveil it, and we'll have the new one on sale. So even though this strand is gone, we always introduce a new strand at the end of each month, and this Wednesday there'll be a new strand available. And if you did purchase this particular strand, then you can make this exact necklace we're making here today, but any of our bead strands that we have at the end of the month would work, because you're going to get the same types of beads, same sizes and things like that. Amber says, so glad you made more kits. Yeah, we've been like the last year in 2019, I think we bumped up the number once or twice, and then come the end of the year, we said, okay, for 2020, we're going to bump it up again because they're just doing so well. We have a lot of fun with them. You guys have a lot of fun with them. And we want more people to be able to participate and grab one. So I always thought it would be nice too to have a few available when we do a reveal for those people that are on the fence, or maybe they don't know what it is and they've never heard of it before, that after their reveal video, there's still a couple left over for people to grab. So it looks like that will be the case this week. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is make some dangles. I've already got this part of the necklace started. I'm gonna just move this up out of my way. And I should talk about these guys too. We have these really fun hammered rings in from TierraCast. They're called hammertone rings, and they are a beading component that you can use in lots of different ways. And I am using it as the base of my necklace. So this will be the bottom dangle for the Y. I'm not sure what the color's called, but it is a gold color that I'm using. And then we also have it in a gunmetal, we have it in a rhodium plated silver, antique brass, and copper. So all of the metals. We brought that in along with these new clasps, so they match these hammertone Alice clasps as well. And we have a few other components from TierraCast, so they match the other components too, which is really nice. So I started with a few dangles here, so you'll see this is what each dangle looks like. There's one. Here's another. I'm going to show you how to make one more here. So I'm going to make another one of these dangles. I'm going to use this really cute tanzanite periwinkle colored bead and this clear bead, both from the Whimsical bead strand. Using my chain nose pliers, I strung it onto a head pin, so you'll see there's just the bottom of the head pin there. You're gonna just do a 90-degree angle with your chain nose plier. I'm gonna grab a hold of it with my round nose plier. I'm about halfway down the plier, and you just wanna take note of where you're doing your loops so that you get your loops to be pretty consistent. I'm just gonna take my head pin up over my round nose plier. I'm gonna switch to the bottom, and then I'm gonna fold it with my other hand right around the bottom there. And then I'm gonna use my chain nose pliers to grab a hold of the loop, and then you can use your other chain nose pliers or bent nose pliers or finger. I actually do like to use my finger and wrap it around. I just find, for me personally, I like the control I have when I use my fingers. So you just wrap it around 2 or 3 times. And then using your cutters, I'm gonna trim off the excess. And then I'm gonna go back in with my chain nose plier and just tuck in the tail so it's not sticking out and gonna get caught on anything. And there you have a dangle. So we're just going to attach these dangles with our jump rings that I've got here. And I started a pattern. I have this dangle at the bottom. All these beads, like I said, are from the Whimsical Beadtastical bead strand. So I chose this one as the focal down at the bottom. And just using a jump ring, I attached it to the bottom of the chain. Then I counted 2 open links and attached this one on the 3rd link on the right-hand side. I counted 2 more open links and then attached this one on the 3rd on the left-hand side. So I'm just going to continue with that pattern pick up one of these jump rings. I also have this guy over here, so I've got that dangle too. I think that's the one I'm going to use next. So slide your dangle onto your jump ring. I'm going to pick up my chain. I'm going to count 1, 2 open spaces, and then I'm going to slide my jump ring on. Now, holding it with my chain nose plier, I'm going to pick up my second chain nose plier, and I'm going to just twist that jump ring closed. So if you've never opened a jump ring before, I'll just show you here. So what you're gonna do is this jump ring has a slit, my off camera, right there. You're gonna grab a hold of your jump ring with 2 pliers, chain nose or chain and bent nose, and you're just gonna twist. And you're just gonna twist it open, twist it closed. You're just twisting wrist, just like that. And that will ensure that your jump ring stays in the shape it's intended to be in and stays as strong as possible. If you were to pull them apart, if I was to take it and try and just pull it apart, you're going to damage the shape a little bit, and it's going to be harder to get your jump ring back. Amber says, looks like a great start for a purse charm. Yeah, totally could be a purse charm or even a keychain. This reminds me of like a keychain ring right here. I think I'll do the white one next. So I'll pick up my jump ring, slide it on to my dangle, and pick up the chain, count, let's just make sure I've got it flat here, count 1, 2 open, and then on my third one, I'm gonna slide that in and close my jump ring. And the nice thing about this is if you change your mind on the location, all you have to do is open and close your jump ring and place the beads somewhere else. So it's really easy to make adjustments. So this is what I've got so far. I've got one more left. Yeah, Thomas says, Kristen, you love jump rings. I really do. I think I'll throw this one up here at the top. I think there's something to the versatility when using a jump ring that makes me happy. Let's see, I'm just gonna see what it looks like if I slide it onto the jump ring that's attached to the top of the ring here. Yeah, that worked out really nice. So I used all of the beads from the strand with the exception of these 2 boho beads. I kept these out because I thought these would be really sweet for earrings, especially since this particular bead had 3 in the bead strand. So one ended up on the necklace, and we'll make earrings for the other 2. All right, so now that our dangle is done, now we just have to add the chain to the top. So like I said, I've got 28 inches, and this makes an like opera style, opera length. Opera length necklaces are 28 to 32 inches long. And since the chain is 28, and then you've got an extra 2 here, plus the ring, it's about 32 inches total length from start to bottom. All right, so now to attach it to my ring, I'm just gonna add a jump ring to one end of the chain and then attach it to the ring, close it up. The bigger the jump ring you use here, the little bit easier it'll be. This, like I said, is a 6mm, and I feel like it just fits around with a little bit of space there. Too much smaller, you may have a hard time getting it around the ring. I think you can get away with a 5mm. And then we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Open up another jump ring. And you can, of course, use any kind of chain for this. This is just the one I had on hand, and it's about 3mm in diameter. You just want to make sure it's somewhat sturdy because these beads get a little heavy. There are a lot of them at the bottom dangling away here. So you want to make sure whatever chain you choose, it's not too thin to handle that fun dangle at the bottom. And that is it for the necklace. So that would hang like this, really long and pretty. You could even, if you wanted to, if you had smaller beads and you wanted to put a little something in the center, you could do that too. So I'm going to do another dangle, what I have left over for the earring. So the only thing I added from my stash is I did add these little blue check glass beads at the bottom because this hole here on the boho bead was a little too large and it would just went right over my head pin. So I needed to find something small. So you could put any small bead here. I just happened to rumble through my bead stash, my little mixed bead stash, and found these that matched perfectly. Robin says you can use them for 4th of July. What a great idea. Yeah, it's definitely like a red, white, and blue, but not, it's softer tones of it, but you can totally get away with it. So we're just gonna make another dangle for our earring. So I slid the 2 beads on my head pin, used my chain nose plier to make that 90-degree angle. Take your wire up and over, and then I'm going to switch positions to the bottom of my plier and go under. Hold that loop with my chain nose and go around here. Yeah, it turned out really pretty. Those of you that got the whimsical design kit, what do you guys think of it? That kit was an ode to Dr. Seuss. I believe it's his birthday coming up, and that was sort of where that idea came from. I think it's a really fun kit. I'm excited to see what Sarah makes with it on Wednesday, and then even more excited to see what all you guys do with it in the VIB group. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Softlex Company has a beading group. It's called the VIB Studio, and it's on Facebook. It's a free group to join. Lots of wonderful designers in there. people just learning, as well as those that are advanced beaders, been doing it for a while. It's a nice mix. Thomas says March 2nd is his birthday. That's what it was. Robin did not open my kit yet. She likes to wait for reveal day. Oh, that's so fun. I think I would do the same. I think that's really fun to be able to just be surprised in the moment with everyone else. Monthly surprise. I will never grow up. No, you have to do things like that, right? We have to have fun and do things with childlike wonder sometimes. So here is one of our ear wires we actually have on closeout, and this is one of my favorite ear wires. I just love the simplicity of this ear wire, and I love this elegant long dangle. So we don't have a ton left, but if you like them, they're really, I mean, they're 30% off and then an extra 10% with the coupon winter right now until tomorrow night. So if you didn't miss that, I just twisted the ear wire loop just to the side, and then you slide on the dangle you made, and then grab a hold of that and twist it back. And now you have a really sweet pair of boho bead earrings to match your necklace. Lee is asking, are they nickel free? You know, I'm not sure. I don't know if someone can take a look and see if it says it in the description. I know we've got things that are gold plated and gold filled, and I'm just not exactly sure which one this one would be. All right, so we are all set. I'm gonna pick up my big necklace guy here and see if I can show you the full necklace on here. Let's see. So there we go. How cute is that? Really fun. I mean, this can work in so many different colorways and styles, and we have all the different metal tones of the ring for any kind of colors you want to go with. If you miss the whimsical bead strand, you can still get the design kit, and we also will have a new bead strand that we're introducing on Wednesday, so you can check out the Wednesday one as well. And then you can do this design with any of those. And these are our cute little, just our cute little boho earrings to go with it. So that was fun. Let me see what time it is. Oh, I was giving myself a little challenge to see if I could do a video in 30 minutes or less because I always go way longer, and I just squeaked in at 30 minutes. Just a silly little thing, but I am just a long talker, and I tend to do projects that I think are a little more involved. But for this one, I was really hoping I can try and do a shorter one. And I did. I made the goal. Thank you guys for being here with me today. I look forward to seeing you again next Monday at noon. I probably won't have a 30-minute video, but they're very rare. But it was good to try and see if I can get through it a little quicker this time. So let me talk about what our videos coming up this week are. We've got Wednesday, we've got Sarah on the Softflex Facebook page at 1 p.m. Pacific time doing the whimsical beadtastical design kit reveal and design challenge. It's kit day, our favorite day, which means we'll also be putting a new kit for sale at softflexcompany.com. Brand new mystery kit will go up for sale on Wednesday. We'll also be choosing the Dark Heart design kit winner each month. We open up the a giveaway to the VIB members, the Facebook VIB studio members, to share their designs that they made with the previous month's kit. And then right before we unveil the new one, we have the winner announced for the previous month. And it's just a fun way to pay it forward. You guys are so generous and wonderful to share what you're working on and share your ideas in the group. And we want to go through, and it's just a random pick, so there's no judging or anything on the designs you create. It's just how many designs you shared. We put that many entries into the giveaway for you, and then we choose a random winner. So it's a lot of fun. So we'll choose a winner on Wednesday. We'll have the new kit for sale, and then Sarah will also be doing the reveal. And then come Thursday, James is back here on YouTube with a new video premiere with Conversations in Wire, and that is at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And then I'll be back here again next Monday. What did Lisa say? Very first time watching. I usually watch the videos late at night after a full day of work, but I'm off today. How wonderful. Love Soft Flex videos and products. Well, I'm glad you got to join in the fun and catch a live today. We're happy you're here, and so happy to hear that you enjoy the Soft Flex products. We take a lot of pride in providing you guys with quality products for your design work, and love to share inspiration as well. So thanks for being here. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next Monday. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'm super excited for Kit Day on Wednesday, so I'll catch you online as I get to enjoy that with you all too. All right, bye.